This video is sponsored by Runway Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution, featuring the Orion hotels, current and future configurations.
Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're in the Mosquito and we're looking at a type of navigation called beam approach. In our previous video we looked at how to navigate using radio homing to a radio beacon. This time we're looking at getting on the correct radial to land on a runway in low visibility. We'll be using the ILS systems that are already in existence. This system only works in terms of azimuth. It does not also give you elevation like a modern ILS system. Also, there's no type of ranging. It's just going to get us on the radial and heading in the correct direction. At some point, we'll go over outer and inner markers, which you can see there and there because we're going to be landing on Sanaki, and that will give us our rough ranging. So, our role play is this. We're starting down here at Quabuletti. We've got 4 Mosquitoes. We've got myself, Dragon, Simba, and Tuxor. Say hello, boys.
Hello.
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 Next, we have to tune in the correct ILS frequency. We're going to add it into essentially channel 5 on our TR1143 preset radio. This means we can't do it in cockpit, we have to do it in mission editor. So Sanaki Airfield is where we want to land. Let's go out to the approach point and we can find that the radial is 095 degrees true and the frequency is 108.90 megahertz. Let's click on our plane in the mission editor, that one there. We're going to go to radio presets there. Look in our TR1143. There is our A1271 base frequency, and we can see it's there, 108.9, and I've already preset it for all 4 aircraft. We're on the runway and ready to go. We're going to go as a formation, which should be interesting. The things that we're going to use are our magnetic repeater compass there with course selector and our directional gyro here. First thing we're going to do is engage our repeater compass and our beam approach system. 3 switches here, on, on, on. Regarding the volume of the beam approach system, we have a knob here. We're going to turn that up so it's super obvious and super loud. Now the way this is going to work is that as we approach Sanaki, once we are in the catchment area of the ILS system, which is roughly drawing it about here with my mouse cursor, we will pick up a signal. If we are right of the radial, so over here somewhere, we will hear long beeps. They will be like beep, beep, beep. If we are left of the radial, somewhere up here, we'll hear beep, 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 beep. And if we're in the middle, we'll hear a continuous tone. Beep. That will mean we're on the radial. That won't mean we're heading in the right direction. It will just mean we're somewhere on that radial there. To make sure that we're heading in the right direction, we need to set our course knob, which is going to be this guy here on the repeater compass. We have to set it to the correct runway course. We actually know because we saw in the mission editor that the runway course was 095, but let's just show you that we can find it again by clicking on that tool there. Clicking there, on it down there. It's 094095. It says 095. Now we have to take into account magnetic variation, which in this part of the world at this time is about -6 degrees. So 095 minus 6 degrees is 089. So guys, let's set our course indicator to 089. There we go. Next, I'm also going to calibrate my directional gyro here. So currently magnetic, we are 075. So let's set our DG to marry that. That's 075 there. That's our DG set. That's our course indicator set, beam approach set. Everything else we're just going to use as normal. But in terms of what we're going to do, we're going to take off and we're going to navigate normally via map and compass to bullseye there, which is going to be about 320. Once we get there, we're going to take a slow right-hand turn until we intercept the radial, the Sanaki. At that point, we're going to marry this needle here as best we can with this course indicator here. That will mean we're facing in the correct direction and we're in the right place. At that point, we just fly straight and forward, keeping the tone as solid as we can on the beam approach until we hit the outer marker. It's this guy here. We'll get a certain tone. We'll know then we're about 2 miles from the threshold. We'll carry on again until we get to the inner marker. We'll get another beeping. We'll know we're about 1 mile from the threshold. That's how we're going to know our distance. And then we'll go in and try and land. Okay, guys, I'm heading off. I'll see you in the air. Lead airborne. Get up. Turning left onto the course for the bullseye. If the graphics look a bit weird, it's because I've had to put my gamma up because the cockpit is very dark in this aircraft and I want you to be able to see what's going on. Okay, using my directional gyro here, which is much more stable than the magnetic compass during a turn. To get on 320, maybe 315, bearing in mind magnetic variation. And retrimming, I'm on 315 on the directional gyro. There's my boys. Erratic as ever, that's what we like. I love doing videos like this, valued viewers. I rarely get to do it because these videos just don't pay the bills, but this is the stuff I'm really interested in. Altitude is 1,500 feet. We could be above the clouds if we wanted, but we're not going very far. There's not much point of going up particularly high. The altitude of the runway is not far off sea level, so I'm not going to worry too much about the pressures. I don't know about you, valued viewers, but when I'm in IFR like this and I can't see anything, I panic. And I panic easily. And the ADI on this is terrible. I hate these old Imperial ADIs. I always struggle with them. Dragons here. Welcome, boys. Nothing like a bit of pressure. Guys, where's the VSI? I can't fly without VSI. But Dragon, why did you put it there?
I have nowhere else to put it.
Well, there you go. Just come back from a raid, raiding a prison complex in France. Oh, the Itali, you hear it, guys? That's the long beeping. Big long beeps. It means we're in the catchment area, as you can see, but we're right of the radial. What I'm going to do now is we know it's somewhere off to the right, is we're going to do a very slow right-hand turn. And we're going to get to the point where the tone becomes a very long, continuous tone. This, of course, means we're on radial, at which point we will change our heading to match our course indicator and then follow it all in. It's quite important to make sure it's a very gradual turn. If we turn too quickly, we'll actually turn all the way around before we hit the radial. So we're going to be very patient and just make it a very slow turn. We're also going to start reducing our speed because we've got a little for needlessly fast, guys. So we're going to come down to 4 pounds of booze, something like that. Right, so it's all about audio at the moment. Okay, we're 040 now. It's solid. We're turning, guys. The tone is solid. We're now turning to make our compass repeater indicator match our course indicator, which we know from the DG is about 089. So follow the DG first of all. When the DG is on 089, level out and check the compass repeater. All the time watching the ADI and the airspeed, and on course, I think. And we can see now that the compass repeater indicator is matching the course indicator. However, the tone has gone to long beeps again. It means we're off right of radial, so we're going to slip left back onto radial. Slipping left now. Are they short beeps, Dragon, or long?
Those are short ones.
Oh, whoops, my bad. My bad. Those are actually the short ones. I got the frequency wrong. We've gone left of radial, which is really naughty of us. So we're going to have to compensate right now. Also coming down on the speed a bit because I don't want to chew up all my distance. So we are now absolutely heading right of the airbase. On about 110, maybe head to 120. The really high-pitched tone, that's just my throttle, don't worry about that. We've gone a bit high. Keep an eye on the ADI, altimeter. Alright, well we should be crossing across the radial soon, guys. So tempted to look at map and cheat, but I'm not going to do it. Throttle's coming back, guys. We're too fast. Come on. Give me a solid tone. Give me a solid tone. It's getting more solid. It's getting more solid. It's getting more solid. It's solid. And left back onto course on the compass repeater. We are on radial and we're on course. We want 089 on the DG. And we got it. We are now on course and we're on radial. We're where we want to be. Now let's think about airspeed. Let's think about altitude. Airspeed at 180 miles per hour. Good. Altitude down to about 1,000 feet. We're sitting pretty now, valued viewers. Now we play the waiting game. We wait until we get yet another tone, which means we're over the outer marker. We've slipped left. We've slipped left. You can hear by the tone. Is that a short beep, guys? Or a long beep?
That's long.
That's long. Whoops.
That's short.
It's short. Whoops. Right, so we do want to slip right. Are you guys still with me? Brave. I'm slipping right to get back onto tone. We're back on tone. We're back on tone. We've now got to get the direction of the aircraft correct on the course indicator. Let's just get back just a little bit better. Make sure I'm not slipping. No side slip. I'm going to get the heading of the aircraft back on the course indicator. Bit more throttle. There's the outer marker. There's the outer marker. 2 more miles to go. I can't see the runway. Trust in the instruments. Trust in the instruments. Getting the heading back on the course marker. Now remember, the ILS beacon is not over the runway. It's offset to the side. So there will be inaccuracy the closer you get. Okay, I'm picking up. Is that long or short, guys?
That's long.
That's long. So we're going to adjust left slightly.
Gear down.
Gear down. I am terrified, guys. That's the short beacon. I think. I can't see it. Is that long or short, guys? That's long.
That's long.
That's long. We're going left.
Just a little bit.
We're actually a beam of the runway now. It's on our
Oh, how close did we get? I'm going to pause it now, guys.
300 feet.
God, that was hard. Oh, look at that. I got my beep slightly mixed up. We got within a few hundred feet. We'll go back now. We're not going to go the whole way again, but let's just do the last 10 miles, guys. I'm going to set that up and see if we can get it bang on. Okay, we are starting off radial about 15 miles out. Let's try and get this right. 3, 2, 1, go. Just do your essentials. Get your trim. Put that in. Turn my knob up. Turn that on. Oh, don't crash, ideally. The DG won't be set, so I'm just going to ignore the DG for the time being. We're on a long tone. Set the... we're on a constant tone. We're good. Heading in. Altitude's too high, way too high. Get the nose down. We've got a tone, and I think I've gone too far right. I've overturned. I'm going to head back. That's a long tone. Heading back. Too fast and too high. We'll correct it. Don't worry, valued viewers. That's definitely long. We're way off to the right here. Really do with my DG. Okay. 1,500 feet. Got everything we need to do this. We're merging onto a solid tone. I can hear it. On tone. Turning onto course via the compass repeater. Reducing altitude, speed 160, power on. On tone. On heading. Right, listen, listen, listen. We're right, we're going too far right. That's a long tone. Gonna get left back onto radial. No, that's short, isn't it? Is that short or long? Oh God, it's so hard to know.
Short.
Turning right. Back onto radial. Come on, give me that beep. Give me that tone. Come on, give me that radial, please. Need to lose altitude. Where is that radial gone?
We just crossed over the...
Oh, we're too close.
I'm coming back on radio. I can hear it. I need to get back on course. I'm also want to see one of you down there. I'm over a outer marker. Gear down. Right, listen, listen, listen. Get the heading right. Okay, I'm on tone beautifully now. Speed down to 160. Lower. I see it! The runway! Boy, am I happy to see that. Did the gear come down? Check. Did the gear neutralise? Check. Cut power. Don't stall it. Not yet. 2-pointer. Ah, man. I was so unconfident about whether that was a short tone or a long tone. It definitely was a short tone. So thanks for calling that out, Dragon. And I committed and went right of radial, and I just merged as I went over the outer marker. So I'm super chuffed about that. Did everyone make it? And we all made it! Look at that! Not even cheating. Dragon's a tiny bit fiery, but that's okay.
Ouch.
He's fine with that. It'll be absolutely fine. Not bad, bearing in mind that is completely unpracticed, but it was ugly, ugly, ugly. We were about, if you went and watched that, we would be going essing, but we got there. It worked one way or another. It got us back in zero conditions. The hardest thing about that, in hindsight, is understanding the difference between a bing, 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 and a beep, 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 which are a long tone and a short tone. So that's the biggest skill there in terms of the audio part of it. And then committing, once you understand which it is, to correcting left or right to the radial and being confident about that. Anything to add, Dragon?
Well, practice.
Yeah, well, something we don't have time for. Anything to add, boys?
Nope, all good.
Good fun.
Thank you, boys, and bye-bye.